everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to preface this video by saying we are ignoring the fact of how disgusting I look and horrible I sound. I'm very much ill right now. I have been for the last 3 weeks, well almost 3 weeks, after I went to the Sabrina and Gracie concert. I got very ill and I have still not recovered. I've got a doctor's appointment, but you know how the British healthcare system is. You book an appointment, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks till you can actually go in, and maybe my illness will be gone by then. But that is not what today's video is about. So for today, we're going to do a very quick wrap up of all the books that I read in March, and then we are doing my TBR for April. So the reason why my March wrap up is so quick is because I literally read one book. And that's because I was in a slump for the first couple of weeks of the month, and then I've been ill and I'm still just kind of in a slump. So the only book I read was Meet Me Halfway by, I think it's like Lillian T. James or something, I'm not 100% sure. I listened to the audiobook of this when I was travelling back from Gracie and Sabrina. I listened to the whole book on my travel back and I gave it a 4.75 stars. It was really good. It's single parent, and you know me, I love that trope. But you know, I had a great time reading it. But that is the only book I have read in March. Now on to my April TBR. So the first book on my April TBR is one that I'm making sure I put on this list and read, is because if I don't, Meg, one of my absolutely lovely friends who I adore, will kill me. And that is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. She actually bought me this. It arrived today. She got me this Caravelle and a box of chocolates, which I've already dug into. And she got me this because I told her I would read it soon, but I don't want to read it yet because I was trying to get books off my physical TBR. So she added it to my physical TBR. She's very naughty, but I absolutely love her. And I am very much looking forward to reading this because I've heard it is very good. So yeah, that is the first book on my April TBR. Meg, I promise you I will get it read this month. Now, the rest of the books, I haven't done any like system or anything to pick my books for April. I've literally just pick books that I want to read because I want to try and get out of this slump that I'm in, and all of these books are part of series that I'm in the middle of and I want to try and continue or finish series that I'm reading. So yeah. So up first we have Unravel Me by Rebecca Mack. This is book 3 in the Play for Keeps series. I read book 1 I think last year, and I read book 2 a couple of months ago, and I absolutely adored book 2. I thought it was really good, and I'm really looking forward to this one because this is a single parent trope one, and I'm very excited for it. So yeah, that is book number 2 on my April TBR. Book number 3 on the TBR is A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. This is book 2 in the Gold Rush Ranch series. I actually started this already. I think I'm on like the chapter 3 or something of it, or 4. I tried reading this recently, but because of my slump, I just wasn't really able to get into it. But I'm looking forward to reading this series because I love Elsie Silver and I love her writing. And I quite enjoyed book 1. I think I gave book 1 4 stars. So yeah, that is book number 3 that I'm going to be reading this month. Book number 4 that is on my April TBR is The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This is book 2 in the Vancouver Storm series. I read book 1 Behind the Net last month in February. I gave it a 4.75. I really enjoyed it, and people say this one is better, so I am really looking forward to reading this one. Okay, book number 5 on this list is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. This is book 2 in the Powerless trilogy. I feel like I need to read this soon, otherwise I will have Lex and Ida both yelling at me to get this book read because they both love it and they love this series. I loved Powerless and Powerful when I read them last year. They are 2 of my top books from last year, so I am very much looking forward to reading this book. So yes, that is book number 5 on the April TBR. Book number 6 is one of my most anticipated releases. I read book 1 and 2 in this series in January, one after the other, and I was obsessed with them. So before a coughing fit took over and I had to stop filming, I was saying that the next book on this list was one of my most anticipated releases after I finished reading book 1 and 2 in January, and that is The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. This is book 3, and I think the final book in the Campus Diaries series. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I absolutely adored The Graham Effect and The Dixon Rule, and I've been really looking forward to reading this one. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet, but this is definitely a top priority for this month, just because I'm so excited to read this book. So book number 7 on this list is one that I have been reading since it came out, and that is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This is book 3 in the Imperium series. I'm actually a bit further in because I listened to one of the chapters while I was travelling to London. So I'm now on page 180, and I really just need to finish this book because I am enjoying it, but I'm not like really gripped with the story yet, and I'm 180 pages in. I think it's because I was reading it so slowly and I was trying to like highlight and annotate it from like when I first started reading it. So I think for the rest of the book I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook and read it on my Kindle, just because I can go back and finish it, highlighting and annotating it later on. But yeah, no, this is book number 7 on my list. Like I said, I'm 180 pages in, and I think I've got like 6 hours left on the audiobook, because the book is, let's have a look, 527 pages in total. So I think it's shorter than Iron Flame. Yeah, it is. It's shorter than Iron Flame. So yeah, that is book number 7 on this list, and now on to my last book. So book number 8 isn't one I own, but it's one that I'm in the middle of reading and I really want to try and finish it, and that is Fate Hollow Academy book 2. This is the I read the first book in February, and I've been slowly reading book 2 all throughout March, but I still have quite a bit of it to go, so I really want to finish reading book 2 in April so I can finish that, and then I'm going to take a break from the series before I read books 3 and 4. But yeah, that is the last book on my not February, I keep trying to say February, April TBR. And yeah, those are the 8 books I want to read. I know the last one isn't on my physical TBR, but oh well, I get away with it because I've added 7 that are. So that is it for the April TBR. So just to recap, we have Onyx Storm, Reckless, The Charlie Method, A Photo Finish, The Fake Out, Unravel Me, and Phantasma. And then on my Kindle, I have Fate Hollow Academy Term 2, which I want to read and finish reading this month. But that is all of the books on my April TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. I upload every Friday at 6 p.m. and every 2 weeks on a Tuesday at 5 p.m. But at the moment the reading vlogs are on a little bit of a pause just because of how ill I am. I've not been able to film, and it's been very hard for me just to film this video. So there is supposed to be a reading vlog coming next Tuesday, which is the 1st, but I don't think there's going to be one just because of how ill I have been feeling. So it's going to be another couple of weeks until there's another reading vlog, but I hope you guys enjoy my Friday videos because next week is my vlog of my London trip, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, that's it. I will catch you guys next time.